Good morning. It's about 6 a.m. and I'm on my way in to train a few clients. Just a few clients this morning on my one-on-ones. Yesterday was a really awesome, successful day. Sorry, there's two cops fighting over the car wash entrance. They try to go in at the same time. Yesterday was a really successful day of filming content for the gym I work at. Spent about 3 hours filming 3 pieces of content. And last night I spent a little time editing it. I'm really happy with how it looks, but I was able to share some of it with one of my buddies who does this for a living in Austin, Texas. Juan Valdez, he is incredible. If you're in Austin, he does travel some as well, but if you're looking for a great photographer or videographer, definitely check him out. And he gave me some tips and tricks on how to improve like the visuals of it. But otherwise, I'm really impressed with the sound, with the lighting, and getting into the edit is really fun. It's gonna take me a little bit of time because I'm not really used to it.
Yeah, okay. Send that data voicemail. Leave.
So I've been a personal trainer for nearly a decade, and I've kind of lost a lot of my passion for my own personal fitness over that time period. It's become very difficult for me to stay consistent, and I've tried a bunch of different things within fitness to achieve the certain look and aesthetic that I'm going for, or at least enjoying fitness over again and being healthy, and none of them have really stuck. And I just want to be real with you. Like, this is a struggle that someone who has dedicated their life to fitness goes through as well. You're not alone with this. So what I'm going to do over the next 60 days is take you along the ride of what I'm doing to get myself back into shape. Now, I don't think most people would say that I am out of shape, but when it comes to my own health, my own fitness, I am arguably out of shape. I've neglected it on so many different levels. So I'm going to do both an athletic So I'm going to focus on both my cardiovascular system, my strength training, and my nutrition. Those are the 3 main pillars that you need to get right in order to be healthy and fit. The main thing when looking to improve your cardiovascular training is to breaking it up into 2 major categories. You have your zone 2 training, which is your long, steady state type of cardio, and then your high intensity VO2 max. So with this challenge, with this next 60 days, I'm going to focus predominantly on my zone 2 cardiovascular system. Because if you're thinking about cardio as a triangle, we need to make a nice broad base in order to build up. Our VO2 max is going to be that pinnacle of that triangle, our max output, while our zone 2 training is going to be that nice, long, wide base of our pyramid. Having a stronger base is going to make that peak able to go a lot higher. Our second pillar is going to be strength training. I'm going to focus on improving my strength within 6 specific exercises. The first one is going to be a Zercher squat. I think this is a really great exercise for people who may have a lot more issues or don't want to put a lot of weight on their back. And it's a new exercise for me that I want to try and learn and improve myself on. Our second exercise is going to be just a standard bench press, but I'm going to create a pause at the bottom. Third movement is a chin-up. It's not a movement that I've generally done within my own training programs. I found it to be very difficult with managing body weight and just trying to keep track of how much you're actually doing, but it's something that I want to get better at. My fourth exercise that I'm going to be focusing on is a rear foot elevated split squat. This is something that I always dread doing and I pretty much always avoid. But I think it's going to be a great challenge for me to implement it into my training program. Fifth exercise is going to be a dumbbell incline press. I always love putting an incline press because I think the upper chest is one of the more neglected movements within training, and I think it's just amazing. You build some good shoulder strength, you build great chest strength, it carries over into either direction. I just think the incline press is highly underrated and is the best. And the sixth exercise is going to be chest dips. This is something that I used to be able to do incredibly well. I used to be able to do chest dips with 80 pounds, 90 pounds around my waist on top of my own body weight. I'm definitely nowhere near that, mainly due to my shoulder limitations and just pure strength. I don't have the same level of strength that I used to do when I was training every day. So this is a 6-day program, but how it's gonna roll is 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. And that's kind of how I'm gonna be doing my strength training going forward. So our third and final pillar is going to be our nutrition. Nutrition is something that a lot of people argue about, and I'm frankly just gonna make it super simple. It's basically gonna be foods that I enjoy eating, that I can eat in a deficit and feel full and well-balanced meals. I'm always gonna approach a diet with a balanced, focused approach on eating a variety of different foods and focusing on whole foods. Anything other than that, any special diets, really restricted diets, I don't think are the best choices for most people. You're gonna just lead to burnout and you'll see short results, but it's just not gonna last. So I don't like tracking macros. I think it's not very sustainable for most people. So I'm gonna break down my calories in terms of hand portions. This is something I learned taking my precision nutrition coaching program, and it's really, really applicable for all people. I think 99% of people should use their palms over trying to measure and track everything within MyFitnessPal or any other apps out there. While those may be more accurate, you may see faster results, I just don't think it's a sustainable approach for a lifelong change.
I'm gonna sound like such an old man, but I hate it when I can't just call a business or an apartment complex and speak to a real person. I called 15 apartment complexes I'm trying to tour this week, and I spoke to 2 people, one of which told me within a minute that my dog was not allowed in their apartments, which is totally fine. That's all I wanted to know. But the other 13, I got an AI voice messenger that couldn't give me the information, so they said they were going to have someone call me back, which I have not gotten a call back. Or I just got a voicemail that told me to text their line. Just let me speak to a person, spend 1 minute on the phone, and we'll go our separate ways. Just give me the information. Or, even better, post your breed restrictions on your website instead of hiding it behind get your email or anything. You're wasting a bunch of people's time. Just let me figure out the information. And if my dog's not allowed, then we don't need to waste anyone's time.